Hello everybody. We're going to go ahead and start on our first video on the modeling topic. I actually was supposed to do one first on how do I become an androgynous model, but I got some interesting questions this afternoon, so I think I want to kind of touch on that first. I had a young lady inbox me, and basically she said she's not an androgynous model. She just had some general modeling questions and didn't know if I would be able to answer them for her. So I'm going to do the best I can now. It is actually a common question. And basically it is, how do I know what type of model I am or I should be or aspire to be? There are definitely several types of modeling out there. You've got, and I'll go over a few of them with you. You've got, first and foremost, one of my favorites, which is plus-size models. Your plus-size models are going to be your curvaceous woman, your full-figured woman, and they are going to be, in my opinion, and they always are, the most confident models. They feel great in the skin that they're in, and they love what they're doing. They love their bodies. They're very confident with it, and it shows in their pictures. It shows in their print work. It shows on the runway. It just shows, and I absolutely love plus-size models. So that's one type. Then you have your traditional runway model. A runway model is usually required to at least be 5'9" in height. There's a certain type of clothes that they usually put on a runway, so they want to try to keep an average weight and size. So 5'9" is usually the height that you need to be to even be accepted as a runway model. Aside from that, unless it's like a full-figured type of runway show, or any type of other runway show, like a special type of show, traditionally they do want very skinny women. I mean stick figure, no curves at all type of women. Traditionally small-breasted women as well. And the reason for that is because when you're on a runway, you are basically acting as a hanger, if you will. And they just want your clothes or their clothes to hang on you, basically like a hanger. So the less curves you have, the better and more attention people will pay to their actual clothing, as opposed to the way, your butt or, your thighs or your breast or whatever look in the article of clothing. They'll focus on the actual designer's work, and that's what they want. Someone that's going to draw less attention to them and more attention to their clothes. So that's why you'll find that. And men on a runway, you usually have to be at least 5'11" in height, if I'm not mistaken. And like I said, for women, 5'9". Then you have your print models. Print modeling is one of my favorites. Anybody that knows me personally knows I love taking pictures. I take pictures of everything. I take pictures of my food, my pets. I take pictures of beautiful sights. Of course, myself, my friends, everything. I love pictures. And print modeling is definitely something for an individual that is not afraid of the camera and not afraid to be themselves in front of the camera fully. Usually they look for someone that is 5'7" in height, at least, to be a print model. There's various reasons for that. Mostly they also look for someone with a beautiful face and a great personality. Now, personality is important, and I'm sure you would say, why would that be important with a picture? Well, basically, if you have a good personality, it's going to show through in your pictures. People can see a lie through your eyes. Eyes tell a story. So when you're taking your pictures, if you're not really in it and you don't really want to do it and your personality is not really there or you're distracted, it will show in your pictures every time. Your glow will be different. Your poses will be different. Your eyes will be different. Everything will be different. So your personality needs to be bubbly and outgoing. It needs to be more extroverted instead of introverted. And typically, if you're a print model, you're like that anyway. So that's print modeling. Then you have what's called underwear modeling. And this is going to be, I'm sure we've all seen the commercials for Calvin Klein and Aeropostale and places like this here that have designer underwear that actually run commercials for it. Underwear modeling is traditionally women will have large breasts. They look for large-breasted women because your Victoria's Secrets types of line of clothing, they want to be able to show what every woman hopes to look like in a bra. Now, if you're like any of the rest of us, you know that the average woman doesn't look fantastic in bra and panties. However, that's of course not what they're trying to sell. They want to sell their product. So they're going to look for someone with, pretty large breasts, small hips on a woman, On a man, they're going to look for broad shoulders, because usually you're going to be like in a wife beater type of thing, or no shirt and just underwear. They look for like a slim waist, as well as what they look for in a woman, a slim waist. So that's an underwear model. Then you have another thing that's very common out there, and I see a lot of this. It's called promo modeling. And this is when you're modeling for like an event, a club, you're promoting food, liquor, maybe a new product. And sometimes you even get some of these products free. You get to keep them as long as you wear them. Every time you wear them, you get paid. Every time you post a picture of them and you tag them, you get some type of perk, hopefully money. But that's a promo model, someone that is repping a specific brand, event type, a product. So that would be promo modeling. Then you have a spokesmodel. This type of person is hired to be consistently promoting a specific service or brand. That person is going to be the spokesperson for this brand or whatever it is at all times. That's pretty much what their focus is. For instance, if you're a spokesmodel for Ford, then all you talk about is Ford cars, the benefit of Ford. You're going to have Ford attire. You're going to have Ford this, Ford that. It's Ford everything. You are a spokesmodel. Not to be confused with someone that's like a trade show model. A trade show model is exactly what it says. You would go to events and conventions where you would basically represent different brands, products, things like that. And you usually only go to trade shows or conventions. And that's a trade show model. So basically those are some of the main types of modeling that I can think of. You definitely want to think about when you're trying to figure out what type of model you're going to be, or you should be, or that you're qualified to be. You want to consider the area that you live in. I live in Florida currently, but I'm definitely willing to travel all over, and you want to consider that because different states have different tastes. For instance, down south, it's very popular for women to be very curvaceous, but when you move and you gravitate towards the north, it's a little bit more popular for women to be a little bit more petite, sophisticated look, more clean-cut look. So depending upon your area, even Cali, actually, they like curves there. Places that are more in your European areas, they like the girl next door type of look. So do your research. Find out what area requires and is looking for what specific look, and kind of go from there. You want to educate yourself. You want to educate yourself on modeling and treat it like a job, because it definitely is, and it definitely can be. It can be very lucrative for you if you do it correctly. You want to study things like how to walk, how to pose. You want to study things like what type of fashion do you want to model. Meaning if you want to be an androgynous model, do you understand what that entails? Do your research, find out what it is, because once you get in it, and you're actually in it to be in it, you can't pick and choose. I don't like that on me. I don't want to wear this. I don't like that. You aren't necessarily owned by anybody, but you need a good model can pull off any look, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't prefer to put on heels. I don't prefer to put on women's clothing, but you name the right price, I'll put on whatever it takes. And a confident model can put on whatever it takes and pull it off. Be comfortable in the skin that you're in. Never feel as though by you modeling or doing a certain type of commercial or a look or what have you, people will judge you. People will think a certain thing about you. People are going to talk about you no matter what. It doesn't matter. Be confident in the skin that you're in. And when you go out there and you do model and you do seek work, you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to wear your outfit with confidence. And if you don't, they will see that instantly. So that's going to be the conclusion of this video. I definitely hope that I helped some by covering the different types of modeling. If you have any questions about this or any comments, feedback, negative or positive, feel free to comment this video, or you can email me at the email address on the profile. Other than that, I hope that I've answered some questions for you all, and have a good day.